Good evening, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba. Well, Bubba's not here. He's in St. Petersburg, sorry. So this is your favorite alien. Here on the evening of Monday, June 7th, 2021. Stand by for commentary. Well, today's commentary is an alien's point of view on you humans, especially you Americans. You have a lot of issues here. You got a lot of factions. You have a lot of pigmentation issues. You got problems with religion and politics, which is costing you your civilization. You got problems with other nation states, which you haven't figured out because you don't know how to handle other nation states. They're doing their best to eliminate you, and you're trying to do the best to keep them at bay. They're trying to eliminate you, and you don't understand that. And that's the problem with war, okay? You Americans try to make war clean. War is a very messy thing. The Russians know it. Heck, they lost over 20 million in World War II. And the Chinese know it. They lost millions. Over 20 million themselves, including all the civilians and stuff they lost for the Japanese. They got a score to settle with them. So you got the Chinese and the Russians and you. You got the North Koreans who don't understand. They just got Kim Jong-un who doesn't understand nothing. Chinese know that, but they're using him as leverage. The Russians are using Assad over in Syria as a leverage. The United States is using whatever it can find as leverage, but it doesn't have anything to leverage with. Oh, this society's so messed up, it's not even funny. You human beings are just crazy, man. You don't even have the comprehension to understand nothing. I just don't get it, okay? And you guys that are listening to me here on YouTube, and I'll put this on Facebook too, I just don't get you human beings, especially you Americans. You got watermelons for brains. You're dealing with factions on your own nation state here in the United States, and you don't even know how to do that. For instance, here the Vice President of the United States is over in Guatemala and soon to meet with President Obrador, who didn't like Trump and definitely don't like Biden because they don't understand what's going on. Mexico does. Mexico's been in this mess since they succeeded from Spain back in 1821. Mr. Obrador can tell you, ustedes están loco. And that's what he would tell you Americans. And we got to get the Reconquista. You took some of our property away here, boys. Which you did back in the 1840s. Well, yes. But here's the problem speaking from an alien point of view. Number one, you Americans have got to decide what the hell of a society you want. You got to eliminate this politics. You got to eliminate your pigmentation issues. And you got to eliminate the faction issues. And look at the Democrats. They got factions within Democrats. They're all factions. So you got your Christianity. Faction here, faction there, faction there. You got Catholics. Sorry, every time I mention Catholics. Because I was one of them. Yeah. And you got Protestants, which are not any better than Catholics. And they have splintered themselves into so many Protestants that, hey, it's like taking Nabisco and saying, okay, you got a cracker here, so let's split it up. Yeah. So what do? Well, you got to sit down and you say, do we really want to live in this strange system? And you got to talk to your Chinese and Russian counterparts over there and say, okay, guys, we've been at each other's throats for decades. We hate you, you hate us. Yeah. which you do. Russians hate you guys hate the Russians, and the Chinese hates everybody. They're confused Chinese, Confucius. Yeah. But you have to live in the planet. The Russians don't understand this, and the Chinese don't understand this, and you Americans definitely don't understand this. You have to live on planet Earth. You got no place else to go. Really? Where? Tell me. So why don't you guys sit down and say, okay, we hate you over there, Russians, but your territory is your territory. You can kill the people that you want. We got to share this planet Earth. And at the current time, you vow not to mess in our affairs, we vow not to mess in yours. So that means the territory of Russia is free from us, and the territory of the United States should be free from you. Forget about the open skies. I know you guys are cheating. We are cheating too. The Chinese. You got a serious problem on your territory, China. So you stay on your territory, and we vow that we cooperate with you. If you stop spying on us, we stop spying on you. Except for the satellites, we'll do a lot of spying. You spy on us, we spy on you. But that's in space. But here on the planet Earth, we have to share this planet. Okay? We hate that you don't understand about the people over there and you're mistreating them. Well, that's your prerogative. It's your territory. Even though you belong to the so-called United Nations, that also makes me choke. That's a joke, by the way, boys. But we have to find a way to coexist on this earth, because you destroy us, we destroy you, this earth gets destroyed, and who wins? Nobody, right? Really? And also with the triangle countries here in Central America, this is for President Biden and Vice President Kamala. He's a segregationist. Harris. Yes. When you're talking to the presidents of Guatemala, El Salvador, and Mexico, don't forget Honduras. Yeah. And President Obrador, you don't want those bad guys from Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras in your country, I bet. That's, if I know you guys, those guys are messy. Because remember, you got a problem over there, and they got a big problem because their country is disintegrating, whether it's by vigilantes and gangs and corruption of the government. But the people over there, their sanitation is falling down, and you got yellow fever, you got COVID, you got malaria, and you got all kinds of stuff. They're invading your territory, Mexico, and you have already got over 100,000 people dead. And what are you getting from this? Nothing. More dead from you because you're going to have inherited the yellow fever, the malaria, maybe some dengue fever there. And don't forget COVID-19, because you don't have the vaccines to help you. And the virus is still there in your atmosphere, no matter if you're in Mexico, United States, Russia, or China. You haven't done a thing about it. Where's the cooperation here? And what happens when COVID-19 mixes with the dengue and the malaria and the yellow fever and comes up north to the United States? Ooh, boy, are you guys going to have a problem, huh? Anyway, this is your favorite alien. See what I mean? President Biden is supposed to be talking to the Russians. And if I were him, I would say, okay, Mr. Putin, we got a problem here. You hate me, I hate you. I don't like the way you run your country, and you don't like the way we do business. Well, isn't that the human way of doing things? Yeah. So how about this? You stay on your territory, we stay on ours. We don't mess with you, you don't mess with us. The nations that surround you make up their mind if they want to go with you or not. Ukraine's off limits. It already said no. And we consider Cuba off limits because they're still communists. Whether you want them or China want them, one of you claim them. Okay? This is what's known as open diplomacy. We don't want to kill you, you don't want to kill us, because eventually it kills you and it kills us. With our nuclear weapons and our weaponized arsenal that we have of germ warfare like COVID-19 by the Chinese. Do you understand, Americans and humans? This is your favorite alien saying good night. You don't understand this? Then you are dead. Good day.